The power of kindness, making a difference in the world. Thank you so much, guys, for plugging into this video. This is part one. I'm going to do a second video because I'm very big on giving. I always say to people, Minango Subusiso, which means I'm blessed to become a blessing. I was born for a purpose, and my mission on earth is to change people's lives. I think 2 videos ago, I did a video on purpose and how you can discover your purpose. And I share about 10 different tips on how you can discover your purpose. So go check out, I think 2 or 3 or 4 videos ago, go check that out. But let's get into this one, part one, because it's there's so much to say as far as giving is concerned. It's even in scripture, it's in the big book, and it's just a godly thing to do. It vibrates with love, compassion, giving, caring for others, selflessness. It's extremely, extremely important. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do. Humanity comes first, Bantwana Basekhaya. All right, I'm going to get into this article, and I put the link of the article in the description. You can read the article for yourself. Well, we're all familiar with the saying, it's better to give than receive. What might surprise you is that this is actually backed up by research. Those of us who are kind and compassionate experience clear beliefs to our well-being and happiness. We may even live longer. Kindness also helps reduce stress and improves your emotional well-being. We all have so much going on in our lives, competing strains, stresses, not to mention the recent unemployment rate in South Africa, especially for young people. It's at its highest. But it can be easy to show kindness when posting online. But when it comes to reality, it's harder to commit to kindness in our real life words and actions. And I know sometimes we post about the good things that we do, sometimes we don't. Some of us live a life of doing little random acts of kindness. What do they call them? Random little acts of kindness, right? And we see that all the time on social media. Our biggest giver on social media in South Africa, we have to give him props and his flowers and appreciate the great work that he does. And just the spirit of Ubuntu that he preaches, and he basically inspires millions of all of us to do the same is B.I. Pagati. I just want to give you your flowers, my brother. I appreciate you. Great work that we do. Siyakubonga siwumzansi muhle umsebenzi. And imisebenzi yakho iyasikhuthaza nathi ukuthi senze okuhle emphakathini. Guys, by taking the time to be kind to others, we can benefit from emotional upsides. It really does make a difference, especially for people who are vulnerable or struggling. With everything that's going on in the world, it's the time to help make a kinder society that improves our mental health, all of us. Because also when you give, you also benefit, right? You don't have to tell, the right hand doesn't have to show what the left hand is doing. But if you choose to share it online, that's still fine. I don't have a problem with it because I feel like it inspires that type of energy to the world, right? To your followers, to the atmosphere, to the social media landscape. And the beautiful thing is that one person might just see the video and be inspired to also go and do good in their own respective communities as well. So if you want to share it online, go right ahead. I'm happy about it because people who are consistently doing evil deeds are always sharing it online. So why is it that some of us who are doing the Lord's work, umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu, umsebenzi waMudimu, we're afraid to share it online? No, go right ahead and share it. We're not saying patronize the people that you are helping, but just find a nice, decent, tasteful way of sharing that content. It mustn't be tasteless or, arrogant or demeaning to the people you're helping, etc. So even the timing when you do get to share that content. Kindness should be built into business decisions, government policy, and other official systems in a way that supports everyone's mental health and also reduces discrimination and inequality. That can start with individual commitments to showing kindness in our words and our actions. This guide is written to demonstrate the positive effect that helping others can have on your own mental health, including some suggestions that will inspire you. Take a few minutes and have a read of some of the things that I'm going to share. The link is in the description, guys. Read the article yourself, understand it. I've been running an education foundation for over 10 years. And, we've been blessed enough to have used our resources, influence, and money to help hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of young people in South Africa. And it's a great thing because I've always lived that. I always say to people, it's in my name. I'm blessed to become a blessing, right? Because we can't just chase money, chase money, chase money. It's just all about money, 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 money. No. I always say this saying, and I also quote it on my books as well, and I say, if money is your motive, you'll always be lacking. But if purpose, or if when purpose is rooted in service, serving others, then money chases you. You can't get away from it. You can go through a lot, but for some reason you'll always succeed. And you'll always come back and bounce back, and you're just like, but it's because of the great heart that you have, chasing purpose as opposed to just money. All right, number one, what do we mean by kindness? Kindness is choosing to do something that helps others or yourself, motivated by genuine, warm feelings. The operative word there being genuine. It must come from a good place, from a good heart. You mustn't just be doing good deeds just so you can record it and put it on social media for likes, engagements, and trending purposes, for clout. No, it must come from a genuine place. Kindness or doing good often means putting others' needs before our own. It could be by giving up our seat on a bus to someone who might need it more, or offering to make a cup of tea for someone at work. It could be by helping an elderly, or it could be just sometimes moving out of the line to help a pregnant lady or an elderly woman or somebody younger or somebody disabled to the front of the queue. Evidence shows that helping others can also benefit our own mental health and well-being. For example, it can reduce stress and as well as improve mood, self-esteem, and happiness as well. Have you ever seen guys that after doing good, like you always feel great? You know, like you always feel good, isn't it? So it also makes you feel good. It's a good thing. Small changes can make a huge difference, guys. Don't take lightly of small little changes. Small changes make a huge difference. This guide gives you tips on how to bring kindness into your life. And let's look more into detail on volunteering, doing something for a good cause, and acts of kindness. What are the health benefits of kindness? Helping others feels good, as I've already said. It feels good to me all the time in helping other people. Sometimes I brag about helping other people. I'd rather brag about that than brag about how many people I've killed, how many cars I've stolen, how many lives I've destroyed, how many marriages I've destroyed. I'd rather brag about doing good than bragging about ukwenza umsebenzi kaSathane. Ngenza umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu mina ngoba ngingane kaNkulunkulu. Ngibusisekile ukuthi ngizobusisa ezinye izingane. So I follow my name. And I did say it on the other video, guys. I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago when I say it helps you when in your name or in your life you've got a mission statement. That mission statement, when you verbalize it all the time or when you introduce yourself to people all the time, it'll help you not forget your purpose in this life, what you're living for. Like what I've just said earlier about my name and my mission statement. My name is Sibusiso, which means a blessing. So I'm blessed to become a blessing. I was born for a purpose. And my mission for being on earth is to change people's lives. And that's what I do. You see, that's my mission statement. So whatever I can do, and we are imperfect human beings, we all make mistakes. But at some point, because it's something I've always said verbally, I verbalize it. Even when I meet strangers. Oh, what does that name mean? Oh, my name means a blessing. Oh, that's a nice name. And then I tell them, no, I'm blessed to become a blessing. That's what I believe. And that's why everything that I'm involved in has to do with purpose. And that is just me. You see, because it's something I say often, it's engraved in my mind. And somehow you guys know, when you say it out there verbally, it means it's always in your thoughts. And somehow that influences your decisions and your actions. And eventually it manifests in the actions that you take and the deeds that you do. So have some sort of a mission statement that you live by, that sort of encourages you to continuously do the Lord's work. It does feel good. And studies have found that acts of kindness are linked to increased feelings of of well-being. Helping others can also improve your support networks and encourage us to be more active. This in turn can improve our self-esteem. There's some evidence to suggest that when we help others, it can promote changes in the brain that are linked with happiness. It creates a sense of belonging and reduces isolation. Helping others is thought to be one of the ways that people create, maintain, and strengthen their social connections. For example, volunteering and helping others can help us feel a sense of belonging, making new friends, and connect with our communities. Face-to-face activities such as volunteering at a food bank can also reduce loneliness and isolation. Volunteering ekhaya ukunceda inxusi ngehomework, coaching intwana encane idiski laphana ibhola laphana elokishini, helping disabled people, or volunteering your time at an orphanage every weekend, helping kids with their homework. There's just so many things you can do. People organize school uniform every beginning of the year. They buy school shoes, they give. Some people feed people. They feed communities, they feed kids, they feed underprivileged communities. So there's just so many things emisebenzini kaNkulunkulu ongayenza that become those acts of kindness. It helps to keep things in perspective. Many people don't realize the impact a different perspective can have on their outlook on life. There's some evidence that being aware of our own acts of kindness, as well as the things we're grateful for, can increase feelings of happiness, optimism, and satisfaction. Doing good may help you have more positive outlook about our own circumstances. It doesn't matter, you don't have to have much. It doesn't even have to be about money. You can just be a student who's unemployed, but you're just always willing to help. And it's in us, abantu abamnyama, black people that just have that kindness in them. And I think basijamba lengamelezi kudala babona ukuthi laba balunge kakhulu laba futhi bayaxolelana laba futhi they are not capable of impi. Yes siyalwa, yes kuneyitori eningi siyabulalana but generally naturally nje asisinjalo. Siyabantu bakaNkulunkulu, siyabantu abaright mana, sikhohlakelanga njengabanye abantu. Wazi mina nawe ukuthi bapha abantu laba basithathela umhlaba kudala, you know. Asikwenzi lokho thina, siyabantu abalungile futhi size siyaxolela. Ukuyabona sometimes ukuthi ucriticize ingane ugcina sowukhuzwa umunye umuntu omnyama. Why? Because sinjalo, it's in us. Like we're just kind, we're just good people, you know. But anyways, it also helps to make the world a happier place. One act of kindness can often lead to more. Acts of kindness can make the world a happier place for everyone. They can boost feelings of confidence, bring in control, happiness, and optimism. They also encourage others to repeat the good deeds they've experienced themselves, contributing to a more positive community. The more you do good for others, the more you do for yourself. The benefits of helping others can last long after the act itself. For those who offer kindness and those who benefit, this in turn can improve your self-esteem. I just wanted to thank you guys for plugging into this video. This was part 1. That's why I was just saying it's a long article, but because I can relate to it as well, I'll put the link in the description. You read the rest of it. So I can relate to this article, and I knew that it'll be very long because as I read the article, I also have got my own commentary. So check out part 2. I'm going to post it a little bit later, an hour from now. But I love you, and I want you to give. I want you to do the Lord's work. I want you to wenza umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu, because izibusiso angeke ziphume kwenye indawo, zizoza from kumdali himself. And mele ube nento abayibiza ukuthi agape love, uthando ole unconditional. Ungakwenzi okuhle ngokuthi mhlambe uexpect ukuthi nawe okuhle kwenzeke kuwe, noma expect ukuthi uNkulunkulu akunceda nawe. No. Just do good from the bottom of your heart nje, nenhliziyo yakho emhlophe emsulwa, uncede. Unga-expect ukuthi lo muntu uzobuya azobonga, ngoba siyabazi abantu banjani ababongi. Abanye noma ubancedile, they'll never be grateful. So you'll end up becoming miserable because you'll be expecting people to come back and say thank you, and when people don't, you'll end up feeling bad. Lo muntu ngamnceda, yazi ngamthola ingasilutho ayilokhu nalokhu lo muntu lo wayengena whatever, and you don't want to do that now, where you are revealing the things that were done in quiet and in silence, because the people that you were helping at some point, they needed something, they needed help, and you were there to offer them that help. So don't go around in future or tomorrow and be broadcasting about it and telling everybody why zoba yini ngasihim, if bekungasihim natloba yini kin no mona ntsale so kin. No, don't be those types of people. Help in silence. And as I did say, whenever you can, if you want to share content about you having helped somebody, you can, but don't or never do it in a distasteful manner. Part 2 coming up. I love you guys. Danko.